Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Shock the System. Hopefully this camera stays here. I'm going to start again 3 times. This one's about what you should and shouldn't wear, especially in public, funerals and weddings, etc, etc. You get the idea. I'm going to first start off with funerals. Now, funerals is a time to grieve. It's not a time to, show your boobs or show your ass. You have to dress respectively in respect to the person that's passed away. Now, we'll start on what men shouldn't wear at a funeral. Thongs. Should not wear thongs at a funeral. It's anytime you wear thongs or t-shirt or shorts or Hawaiian shirts, it should be at a beach or, when you're at family get-togethers, not at funerals. Especially wearing a hat in a funeral is just the most disrespectful thing that you can possibly do to someone that's passed away. Now, men, what they should wear to a funeral is a nice shirt, whether it's plain white or plain black, nothing colourful, because you don't want to stand out in a crowd, especially at a funeral. Myself, I would usually dress normal black pants and a black shirt, because most people at funerals wear black, and it's because it's pay respect. You don't want people looking at you in the room going, why did that guy wear that? And I see a lot of people wear glasses to funerals. That's one time where I say wear glasses indoors, because it's a funeral, and the emotion, that's one time where I say indoors wear glasses. Never, and this goes for women and men, you don't need to wear glasses, sunglasses in a fucking supermarket. What are you trying to do, hide your face so no one sees you? Come on. I will never understand why people wear sunnies indoors, especially hats. Just I'm wearing a hat now, but I'm just using an example where you should not wear hats, whether it's in a funeral, anywhere. There's no reason for you to have a hat indoors unless you're in construction. You have a hard hat, but you should never wear hats indoors. And if you wear a hat indoors, you're a fucking idiot. I'm only doing it for this video because my hair is really bad, and going back to the funeral subject, what men definitely should not wear: Hawaiian shirts, thongs, t-shirts, shorts. I mean, don't dress like you're going to a barbecue. Pay some fucking respect. I went to a funeral the other day and I saw someone with a cap, and I was like, nah, that's disrespectful. Now, this comes to women now. A funeral, is a place to, like I said before, pay respect to the person that's passed away. Now, if you're a woman and you're wearing clothing that's revealing, like showing your breasts, showing your bum, showing your crotch, it's not appropriate. I'm talking about you don't go to a funeral wearing a play suit or a mini skirt or fishnet stockings. It's the most disrespectful thing when a girl starts dressing like a slut at a funeral home. Now, speaking from experience, just recently, went to a funeral, and there was a girl. She was wearing underneath her coat a play suit with boobs showing, legs showing. And it's the most disrespectful thing. Someone has just passed away and you're looking like a cheap slut at a funeral. That's not right. I can understand a woman wearing a nice, black dress or something, or, a black skirt knee-high to, in the top, and maybe a jacket. But come on, at a funeral, there's no time where you should be showing your boobs or ass or your crotch. It's just disrespectful, and showing your legs off. I mean, you give yourself the reputation of, a slut. And I cannot understand, and it gets me fucking angry, that you're there to pay respects. Not to try pick up at a funeral. Not to try, say, oh, look at me, I'm top shit. It's the most disrespectful thing, and you women should cut it out. If you wear stuff like that to a funeral, I have no respect for you, and you can fuck off out of my life. There's a time and a place to wear that stuff, and it's not at a funeral. So that's what I'm going to say on the funeral subject. School. This is another thing where I kind of understand. High school, It's not a time to try to pick up guys or girls, and it's not a time to dress inappropriately. Now, guys are not bad at this subject because they wear, you know, the pants and the top and the jumper. And I've seen the dudes, all guys that have come out of schools, whether it's a private school or a normal school, I've seen it. They're well dressed and appropriately dressed. Alright? The girls, on the other hand, need to grow the fuck up. Every time I see a girl with her skirt up to here, you can see everything. Girls that dress inappropriately before and after school and during school, you're conducting yourself in a very inappropriate manner, and it should be stopped. We've got 3-4 schools in this area, and every single day when I'm driving past, that's all I see is girls inappropriately raising their skirts up to their stomach. And it's just, some of it's not even covering the crotch. They're just wearing stockings, and you can see basically everything from front to back. And people say, well, what about these sicko pedophiles out there? You know, they love when school finishes because these girls are dressed like that. And yeah, they think it's, well, if that girl can dress like that, then, you know, it's okay to go hit on them. And if one of these guys, or pedos or whatever, goes and hits on them, they're the ones that get in trouble. It's the girl that dressed inappropriately, and it's the girl that's deliberately doing it. And it's like, you dress like that, don't expect guys not to look at you. Like, and then I've used an example. One day I was in a shopping centre, and this goes back to what you shouldn't wear. I would have to say there was a 13, maybe 14-year-old girl, miniskirt, right up, fishnets, fishnet top with a bra showing, and that's the way she was dressed. And her mother was walking next to her, right? And I was like, I saw that and I was like, you let your daughter dress like that? A fishnet top with just a bra underneath, a plaid skirt with fishnet stockings, and you're letting your daughter walk like that next to you, right? So some guy obviously looked at it. Well, obviously you would. The mother went off, and she was like, you sick fuck, looking at my 14-year-old daughter like that? And the guy simply says, excuse me, if that's your daughter, how can you let her dress like that? And obviously there was an argument and shit flew out. But it's not the fault of the girl, it's the mother that let her go out like that. And this is very similar to what happens every day. In shopping centres, I see girls dressed like this all the time. And guys whistle at them, guys look at them. And then the girl goes back and goes, fuck off, don't look at me. And it's like, well, you're dressed like that. So to any girl that dresses like that, you're looking for trouble. And like I've said before, if there's a time and a place to wear stuff like that, even at a nightclub, the less you wear, the more you're going to get hit on, and guys will think you're a sexual object. So keep that in mind. Like, and people not dressing their age too. Like, I've seen women that are 40, 50 pluses dressing like 18-year-old girls, and it's really nasty. Like, this one time I was working, and I saw this tall blonde, skinny, tall, skirt, stockings and all that. The moment she turned around, it was a 60-year-old woman dressed like that. And I was like, people are not dressing their age, and they're not dressing for their size too. A lot of bigger girls think it's okay, because they're big, they think, oh, they got to sex themselves up a little bit, so they put on skirts that don't even fit them, that show your ass cheeks, tops that show their boobs, and they think men want to see this. No, you're fat. Men do not want to see your fat rolls. Men do not want to see your fat asses, and then want to see your fat ass tits. You know, you're a big person, whether you're male or female. Cover the fuck up. And it's just so weird that you see most fat people, male and females, they just don't cover up. They're always showing their bellies. They're always showing their breasts. And to anyone that does that, that's a big person, grow the fuck up. Seriously, people don't want to see your fat rolls. Whether you're male and female, dress fucking appropriately for your body size. It's like, you know, I see so many times these big girls wearing leggings, and leggings do not make a big person any better. It makes them look fatter, if anything. And leggings, unfortunately, you can see right through that material, and whatever they're wearing underneath, you can see it. And unfortunately, big girls, if you're watching this, I apologise, but you want to cover up. Because, number one, leggings, the only time people should wear leggings if it's around the house, or pretty much, yeah, just around the house, because you shouldn't wear leggings in public. Unless you're wearing them underneath a skirt, that's fine, but yeah, leggings have always been like for old people or fat people basically, or young girls. I don't really see too many people wearing leggings, especially when they're see-through. So yeah, if you are a bigger girl, do not wear dark coloured clothing. Definitely wouldn't wear dark coloured clothing because it does make you look bigger. I always think colour. You know, we're in summer / spring, right? Don't wear fucking black and dark blues and dark colours. Wear some light colours. Wear some flowers. You know, flower patterns. You know, bright colours. You know, because certainly it'll make you look a lot skinnier. Just saying, girls. This is what you want to do. Light coloured clothing. A lot of floral, a lot of flower stuff. You know, flower dresses, flower tops. You know. As for pants, if you can't wear a skirt or a dress, mind you, a skirt should be always just above the knees because you know you're a bigger girl. You don't want people thinking different of you. If you can't wear that, nice bright colour jeans, like those nice blue jeans, that's great. And a nice top, flower top to go over the top, sweet. If you're a bigger girl, you should be wearing stuff like that, so it makes you look a bit skinnier than what you are. And don't be afraid to put on some makeup as well. I know a lot of big girls are really down on themselves because they don't find themselves attractive. All it takes is a nice bit of clothing and a nice bit of makeup and you're fine. For me, you know, I'm 30 plus years old and I'm wearing a hockey jersey and hat. Because I don't look my age, yes, I don't dress my age, because I don't look my age. But certainly if you know, when it comes to dressing up, you know, there's a time and a place for revealing clothing. Now this is going back on that subject with females, but I'm going to touch on the male subject here. Us males find it very hard to make ourselves look attractive. So the best thing we can do is pretty much wear a suit and a nice shirt. For me, believe it or not, I wear a nice set of jeans and a nice top, and yeah, I pull it off quite well. But I'm not the sort of person that dresses up, so most of my casual clothing is always black pants and a sports top. Like, this is obviously I'm wearing it because it's winter, it's cold, but on the hot days I'll wear a nice jersey. I like my Italian jersey. I like wearing sports jerseys, but I do wear nice normal t-shirts that are appropriate for my age, you know. But yeah, you've got to dress your age. That's the main thing. Now, girls that go night clubbing, this is the thing that I'm gonna fucking get angry about. It's freezing cold nights, and you see these girls wearing nothing but a play suit, no bra, just a play suit, and you think it's fucking cold, and you're showing your tits and legs to everyone out there. People will think you're a fucking whore. You know, even if you're dressing like that to a nightclub, just think, the more, well, in this occasion, the less clothing you wear, the more guys will think of you as a sexual object, and they'll look at you like you're some sort of, you know, white meat, basically. So, if you girls want to be respectful and dress nicely, like to a nightclub or going out with your friends, why can't you wear a skirt to your knees or a nice long dress? Maybe a bit of cleavage here, but not too much. You know, if you want to conduct yourself as a respectful person, wear respectful clothing. If you dress like a slut, people are going to think you're a slut. And unfortunately, that's the way life is. If you have a girlfriend if you're a guy and you have a girlfriend that's bigger, make sure that when you take her out, she doesn't wear anything that's going to make her stand out in a crowd, because it's embarrassing to you, and you've got to imagine what people are saying about you and your partner. It goes for girls with guys. You know, if you bring your boyfriend out in public, make sure they're dressed decently, because do you really want other girls and other guys thinking, God, look at that guy, what a fucking freak? Just saying, I'm telling you guys this. I know usually I go off in these videos, as you can see the vid before this, but we've got to focus, all of us, male and female of all ages, on what we wear and what's appropriate. I've made mention of this in a lot of vids, but it just fucking gets me pissed off when people fucking can't dress appropriately, especially at a fucking funeral. What the you just want to just go, you're a fucking slut, you're a fucking dickhead, you need to get the fuck out of here, because you shouldn't even be here. If you're here, it's like at church, for example. I know a lot of guys and a lot of girls go to these church groups to try pick up. And in the olden days growing up, I'm guilty of that. And you think church, you know, is a good place to pick up. Well, no, that's not the time and a place. Church is all about going there, worshipping and respecting the Lord, and, you know, communicating with others. Now, if you go to a church, that's another place where you have to dress appropriately. You know, guys, this is the time where you have to wear some nice clothes. Girls, this is the time when you have to dress appropriately, not showing boobs and legs and asses. You know, if both of you, males, wear some pants. Nice set of jeans, nice set of black pants, you're fine with a nice shirt. Ladies, maybe a nice dress, at least to your knees. You know, you don't want to get any higher than that. You know, really, like, when you go to a church, be respectful, because most people are at a church to pray, and, you know, they're very conservative of what they wear. So just be respectful when you go to a church, male or female. Please dress appropriately to the code of the church. You know, don't dress like an idiot, don't dress like, you know, a slut. Be respectful. So that's all I'm going to say on that subject, because I've got like 3 fucking videos to do tonight. So this one was about dressing appropriately. The next one will be about bullying and depression, because that's a subject that's hit close to me. As you can see in my vids on this page, that I got wrongfully fired. Not only did I get wrongfully fired from my store, but I got bullied. And my depression, yeah, it's all in the vid on here, so check that out, why I got fired from my employees. Not just because they're fucking idiots, but yeah. And why I can't get jobs at the moment is on there. So yeah, thank you for watching Shotless System. It wasn't very shocking considering most of my videos, but I thought I had to say this. Sub to this channel, like. I don't have merch, so I'm only a small channel. I do dancing, singing. Yeah, I do some crazy shit on here. But I tell it like it is. But yeah, most of all, just if you know someone that dresses inappropriately, whether it's your boyfriend or girlfriend, just tell them. Don't fucking hide it. Don't be dishonest. So yeah, thank you all for watching Shock the System episode. You know, I've lost count. It'll be in the link below. I always lose count of how many I do of these. Feedback on my Facebook. Like, comment. Love to see your opinions. If you're not on my Facebook, chuck a comment down here in the YouTube page. Can be positive, can be negative. I value your opinion. You can dislike this vid, like it, as long as you sub and keep watching and share the vid. So yeah, thank you all for watching. And yeah, it's been a Shock the System without most of the shocking parts, which is strange for me. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all soon.